All right. So, Summit was pretty exciting for me. And here's why. I went to Summit, I brought my family, but here was the thing this year. I went to a lot of the meetings and it was really stuff I'd heard before. So I kind of was sitting there thinking, oh, well, I don't really need to, know this information. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, this is my fourth one. I listened to every national wake-up call. I've been in this coaching for a while, 4.5 years, almost 5 years. And I kind of went in with the mentality of, okay, I'm in this for my coaches and what they can learn, and I'm here for them, and this is what we're going to do. And, that was kind of the mentality I had. But I quickly realized in a session with Summer Tucker, and I don't remember the other girl's name. I remember Summer Tucker because I have decided she is like my girl crush coach. I just relate to her. I love her style, she really spoke to my soul and what I've been struggling with as a coach lately. And it was just like the national wake-up call recently where I fired it all at you guys because I was all fired up. There's fuzzy on my screen. It's going to drive me crazy. I loved it. And I thought, this is an exercise we can do as a team. And it's actually something I started working on myself. And she was talking about belief. And I have been in this for, like I said, almost 5 years. And it can be easy to start to get in the mentality of, well, I'm really not making forward progress. I'm feeling kind of stuck. Oh, things are going backwards now. Whoa, what's going on here? I'm not as successful as I was. These other coaches they must work harder than me. They must have something special. They must have something figured out. Oh, okay, great. Well, that's for them. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna help people because that was my goal initially. And I'm just gonna, it's all good. I can help people still. And after this past year where, I'd hit a huge goal and then everything started unraveling, and even recently, coaches canceling left and right as they put in that new form where you can just fill it out online and submit it. Woo! I've been my inbox is going crazy with coaches canceling. And I just started to settle and say, well, that's all right. I'll help those coaches here and there that want, work with the willing, rah, rah, rah. And I got a little bit of smacked in the face at Summit. I have not been dreaming and I am not believing in my passion and my calling and why I truly believe God has put me in this business. And I have started to settle. And sometimes it's nice to settle. You kind of, okay, I'm going to squeak by. I got my 6 Success Club points, kind of float through the month. This is fine. But when you start to settle, you become complacent. And when you're in a place of leadership, it can filter down below to you as well. And complacency, I just don't think that's any way to live. Settling, floating through life, I truly believe that we are called to something greater in this life. And it's hard. It's hard. And it's frustrating when we look around and we start to see, this person's succeeding. Why am I not? What am I doing wrong? What's going on? And these are the things that have been just going through my head. And so when Summer Tucker started to speak, she was just laser focused on me. That's how I felt. And the two coaches started talking about, they got a little she was talking about visualization and write down your goals and have a big why. And I was kind of oh yeah, whatever. But as I started to speak, I was seeing the value of this. And so I listened and I said, you know what? I'm going to do that. Not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to do that with my team, and we're going to do it together. So we are going to have an exercise tonight in belief, because I know each of you are here for a very specific reason. You are here today because you have people out there that God has for you to help. I mean, plain and simple. You have people that your life is supposed to touch. Tracy Morrow said in one of the sessions, and I said this today on my call or my live chat, you do you, because if you don't do you, you don't get done. And I know it was like, okay, but really, you are unique, you are amazing, and you are on this earth for a purpose. And if you don't believe that, then it's going to affect everything that you do. So one of the coaches was talking about identifying the key parts of your why. And you hear this so often in Beachbody coaching. You got to have a big why. You got to dig deep. And, she laid it out in a way that finally clicked for me. Like, this made sense to me. And it's really not necessarily like, like you hear these stories of coaches and their big whys, and I want to get my husband home from the military, and I want to this, that, and the other thing. Their stories are just so deep. And I have a story. We all do. We need to own our story and tell our story and share it. But sometimes my why doesn't feel that big. And I think that sometimes that's why I limit myself, because I think, well, we are doing okay. We're happy. No, we don't have a lot of money, but we have enough. And no, I don't need coffers full of, money to dive in and, swim like Scrooge McDuck. But you know what? There are people I can help. And you know what? There are goals that I can hit. And I think it's okay to dream a little bit bigger and to not let the fear of failure hold me back from dreaming big and setting big, scary goals, because that is exactly what I've been doing. When you fail, it paralyzes you and it limits your potential, because you're afraid if you go and set those goals again, maybe if you hit them, you're going to end up failing again. And that's just a part of it. It's a roller coaster. It's the entrepreneurial roller coaster. And you know what? It's not going to get easier. But if we can just hold on tight and stick in for the ride, we're going to have fun. So I want you to write these things down, okay? I want you to, first of all, identify the key parts of your why. I'm going to give you some examples of what I wrote down. And I did that when she was talking as well. And then I went back and I filled in my own. So these are the things that I wrote down. Balancing my nutrition and fitness. And we're going to use these to fill in the blanks of a later statement. So just kind of roll with me for now. Contributing to my family's financial stability now and in the future. Like, these are things that they're important to me. I want to balance my nutrition and my fitness. I want to contribute to my family's financial stability now and in the future as my kids go off to college and that type of thing. I want to be present with my family and in their lives. I want to see my team succeed in their dreams. I want to empower other women to live abundantly, not just day-to-day mundane existence. I want to see women thriving. And I don't see that, and it hurts my heart because I have been there, and sometimes I'm still there. So I want to give back to those in need, and I want to travel the world. And, I made this list. So, you're going to have to fill in your things. And, some of these, they're not like huge, like earth-shattering things, but they're important to me, and they're a part of who I am, and they're a part of why I do what I do. So you need to write down your things, because they're going to be different. But hopefully this will give you an idea. So then, okay, you're going to take those things, and you don't have to do it now. If we have time later, maybe we can throw some things out there and maybe brainstorm a little. But you really need to think about, what are those things? Like, what do you want to do? What's important to you? What's, something that's like, it's just important to you personally. So here's what she wrote. How do you feel as you live out this why right now? So she was like 5 or more descriptive words describing it. All right, so this is my example. And, well, here, I'm just going to give you the blanks, and then I'll read the whole thing for you. As a coach, I feel blank, blank, blank when I. As a person, I feel blank, blank, blank when I. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill in describing words, how we feel with these things that we're going to accomplish. So here's my example. I'm going to read my whole statement to you. And this is like my mission statement. This is my, whatever she called it, like visualization. This is my drawing my line in the sand. These are things that God, I'm submitting to you. As a coach, I feel well, healthy, and whole when I balance my nutrition and fitness. I feel, as a mom, fulfilled and thankful when I contribute to my family's financial stability now and for the future. As a mom, I feel peace, love, and great joy when I am present in my family, with my family, and in their lives. As a woman and a coach, I feel excited and overjoyed when to see my team succeed in their dreams. As a woman, I feel amazing and humbled to help empower women to live abundantly. I love, 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 love giving back to those in need. And I just put that there because that's just something like I love to give. I really love to give. I find great joy in that. And I feel like lately my hand has been closed. And I just really, it's been just pressing on my heart and, give more. There is more to give. When we have an open hand of giving, there's so much we can receive. So anyway, I feel free, happy, and at peace when we travel on our schedule. Traveling is just something as my family, I really love the freedom to do that. And then I feel honored and excited to share God's love and good news through my life story. So we need to allow our satisfaction sometimes to come from our work ethic and not just our results. And so when we are able to balance these things in our life and be realizing that as a coach, as a mom, as a wife, when we can put things under this, what we're visualizing. I know that sounds so visualization, but that's not it. It's more of this is our purpose statement. You are writing down your purpose statement for your life. What are things that are truly important and valuable to you and your husband and your family? These are the things you need to write down. And you know what she said to do? She said to read it every day. Wake up every morning, and when you're having your personal development time, your quiet time, when you're, meditating on those verses, whatever, just read this. And you need to stay true to your core values. So you know what? If you are focusing and remembering, okay, as a coach, I feel well, healthy, and whole when I balance my nutrition and fitness. This is a core value to me. I need to be doing this. So she had us write down these things, and I don't know why, but it totally just clicked with me because I was trying to make it more complicated. This whole idea of finding your why, I was making it big and I don't have a big enough why. Well, my husband's not in the military. Well, my husband, we want to buy a house, and that's a big deal to us because we've always lived in apartments and that type of thing. But, I do feel happy where I'm at. I'm not discontent necessarily. And sometimes, I need to put my phone on. It's dinging away and driving me crazy. So if you can figure out what are your core values, what are things that are really important to you, then when you have that why and you're filtering your Beachbody coaching through that, you're going to post differently. You're going to have a greater fervency when you're talking to someone because how are you going to reach those goals? How are you going to share those goals with people? How are you going to let that why drive you forward? She did another thing too, and this one was hard for me because I haven't set goals in a while. I have been afraid to set goals. When I lost 5-star rank and everything tumbled, I said, you know what? I'm going to be content. And I do think God was trying to teach me to stop forcing things to happen because that's what I was doing. And that does not bring joy to anything. But in that process, I lost something. And I think that it took away from our team drive and spirit and unity and just excitement as well. I lost the desire to dream and that passion to pursue something big and hard and to work really hard for it. And there's something so good about working hard for something. And I haven't been. So she had us write down our big scary goals. So I'm going to read mine to you. And then your homework tonight is to write yours down. And you're going to write it down. And then if you want to talk to me or message me and tell me what it is, I am going to help you accomplish it. We are going to do it together. And you know what? I haven't got it all figured out. I don't know how on earth I'm going to reach these goals, but I am going all in. I am just, you know what? If I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail big, my friends. Because, I don't know, to live with passion and drive and excitement is just so much better. So here we go. Here's my goal statement for this year. I am a stable 10-star diamond coach. That's like big scary goal right there. Okay? Big scary goal. But you know what? I see my team responding, and I see some of you, and I just think you can do it. In fact, I know you can. So I'm just going to, help you out as best I can, because I can't do it alone. I cannot accomplish it. But I hope that I can lead you all to accomplish your dreams and succeed. I live in a house we own and are fixing up as an investment in our future. I am seeing my team gain financial stability and success in this business. You notice I'm saying I am, not I hope or I wish or I want. She said, you put it down. I am. I am helping my challengers live abundantly. I am present and enjoying my family. I am working with my husband truly as one unit and team in sync. I am living the life of my dreams. And, sometimes we have this idea that, dream big means, my kids are so cute. On the way home here from Summit, they were talking because, they saw the millionaires on stage, the Millions Club, all this stuff. And they're like, Mom, are you going to be a millionaire? And, they're just so funny. And they just get excited and they don't even know what that means. And, all this stuff. And everyone's like, Mom, you're going to be a 15 superstar diamond coach. And they just were really just sweet. It was cute. And it was fun to see their little minds whirl. And I thought, sometimes we do get this idea like, oh, I want all this prestige and fancy stuff. I want these things because I truly, deep down in my soul, want to see you all succeed in this business. Sitting at Summit, that was my biggest takeaway, that anyone can do this. And you know what? Not everyone will. And it's hard. It is hard work. It's fun work. I personally find it fun. I still do. But sometimes when we lose our joy in the business, I think it's because we do kind of lose focus on setting fun goals. I mean, 10-star diamond is like, whoa! Oh, and check this out. Hold on. I'm going to show you all. I have these things posted, and I wrote them up. I used my little Cooper-Neo. It says, oh, I don't know if you can see it. I'll read it to you. But the Lord stood with me and gave me strength. Woohoo! And my other note says, I am a 10-star diamond coach. And then my other note says, I am a ninja warrior. So I'm going to look at those things every single day. And you know what? They're going to happen. I'm just determined. I'm going to keep going until they do. And you know what? Maybe it doesn't happen in the next year, but I am not giving up. And I will not let you give up either. I can only be so determined for you. I'll tell you that much. You have to want this, but I will help you any way I can to reach your goals. So I would encourage you, if we want to take a little time, let's see, what time is it? It's 9:52. I really found this exercise really helpful. And it's not anything big or earth-shattering, and it's not my biggest takeaway from Summit. There were so many things that I want to share still, and so many things I've learned, and probably more practical things. But I kid you not, for some reason, this just hit me. Like, oh, that's what it means to put together your why. It's just a mission statement. And you know what? I think it's a good thing to have a mission statement for your life, and to sit down with your husband, or, I see George hopping on here. I don't know if that's George or if it's.
Yeah, please.
Sit down with your husband or your wife and make a mission statement for your family. It doesn't have to necessarily all be about coaching and all be about Beachbody, but have a purpose statement for your life for this year. Maybe it's just, all right, this year, this is our purpose. For a while, we would pick a song for our year, and we hadn't picked one for this year yet. And we are almost halfway through the year. And the other day, I got in the car. This might make me cry a little bit. We were sitting at Target, and I went into the store, and I came out, and my kids all and my husband were sitting in the car, and they had, let me find the song real quick. It was really sweet. And I can't get it to load. Where is it? Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can find the song. And as I open the door to get in the car, my husband says, with the kids, and here she is, stepping in the car, Danielle Doan, 15 stars, superstar, diamond coach. And they started playing the song. It's Toby Mac, I on it. And it was just so sweet. It made me cry. And I thought, you know what? My family is finally getting on board with this. For a while, and I'll say this, my husband has always supported me. Like, he's always said, go for it. You've got this. You can do this. And he came to Summit with me this year, and now he's saying, we've got this. We can do this. Let's do this together. And that's a lot. And it's been a long journey to get there. And even like my kids, oh, mommy, whatever, like they need me that, oh, you have a call, whatever. They're starting to catch my vision. And it's taken a while. But I think if we can, as a family, have a purpose together and a why that's big together and bring them in on it together, and even as a team, if we can work together, you can reach your goals. You can. Some of you won't because it'll get hard and you'll stop. And I get that. It's hard. It is hard sometimes. And I came home on Monday, and we had been driving for 2 days, and I was so tired, and everybody was messaging me, and my kids were all over me, like all over me, and they were cranky, and I had written out these statements, and I was all pumped, and then I just felt like everything was stealing my joy. Like, I was excited. I wanted to start working. I wanted to start getting back into it. And I'm like, yeah, I set these goals. Let's go. And I just felt like everything was crashing down around me. And it wasn't this perfect environment like I wanted it to be for me to pursue my dreams and goals. And you know what? That's going to be real life. It's going to be hard. And some days you're going to be like, what on earth was I thinking? And why did I set that goal? Or, you know what? I'm done. I am done. That person just returned their Shakeology for the 4th time, and I don't understand it. Or, customer service is going to mess it up on you, and you're going to end up whatever, just totally frustrated, and customers mad at you, and all these things. But if you can come back to your purpose, and you can come back to that mission statement, to that why, then you can say, you know what? I'm going to work through this. I'm going to set it aside, and I'm going to keep moving forward, because you have a why that's just bigger than the problems, and bigger than, the babies puking, the fevers, and the stress, and the whatever, the fruit flies overtaking my house. They are not going to win this battle. Let me just tell you that. But you know what? Like, you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to be like, no, I'm not going to hit my goals. And you're going to, you're going to want to go back on your goal and say, well, maybe I'll just shoot for 6 stars. That'll be a little bit easier. I do that, my friends. I go back on my big goals and my dreams because I think, well, this is going to be easier and I'm going to feel a little bit better if I say that's my goal because it's easier, right? And I can get that little short win and be like, woohoo. No. Dream big. Set a big, scary goal and just go for it. Go for it. Live passionately with purpose because you have so much to accomplish. And I am cheering you on. I am here to help each one of you any way that I can. And I know that your coach, you know, if you have a different coach, some of you do, your coach is there for you too. And if not, I'll be there for you and help you. So that's it. That's my call. It's not necessarily, you know, super practical, but it just clicked. Something clicked. And I'm just in this. I am all in. And if you are all in, then I am all in with you. I will help you get to that. Let's do this. Chris, you're so cute. Yay! All in. Because you're going to be one of my diamonds. What are you deciding that, Chris? Would you like me all to tell you who I think my diamonds are going to be? I might just post it somewhere and just scare y'all a little bit. So anyway, all right, I'm going to let you all go. I would really, really love if you feel comfortable with it, and I hope you do, for you to share your why statement. And I can post mine in Team Abundant Life because I know it helped me to see on the screen just the wording she used. So I will copy and paste that and just post it in there so you can see. But fill in the things that matter to you. And you know, sometimes people just decide that Beachbody isn't one of those things. And I can respect that. I hope all of you are in this with me. But you know what? I will love you no matter what. Just pursue your dreams passionately. God has called us to amazing, amazing things. And so often we settle. And I just think that there's more to life than that. So there you go. I'm going to go kiss my babies who are still wide awake because we took them to ice cream at 9 o'clock because it's summer. I don't know. We went to the lake and went swimming and then went to ice cream because it's summer. And then tomorrow I need to like rein it in because one of my goals is to balance my fitness and nutrition. Oh, but I did. I ate well the rest of the day. So there you go. All right. I love you all. I'm going to stop the recording. I will get it up as soon as I can. So if anybody wanted to catch it, I will have to figure it out on my husband's computer because it does not always respond the way that I want it to, such as technology. But I hope you have a great night, and I cannot wait to read your whys and your mission statements. So let's go forward in the direction. What does that? Go forward passionately in the direction of your dreams? Something like that. I'm totally slaughtering that quote, I bet. But there you go. That's my new version. So I love y'all. Mwah! Sweet dreams.